Things have been very busy here in the all-American city of Westland. We've been making big plans for the future and helping out those in need. We paid tribute to some very dedicated workers and we welcomed some new faces. And Westland is also now home to some world champions. Hi, I'm Mayor William Wild, and I'll have these stories and a whole lot more coming up on the Westland Review. We like to refer to Westland as a compassionate city, and that means different things to different people. One thing that I think it means is that we take care of those who have a need. Fortunately, we have a lot of great citizens, community leaders, and organizations that are always ready to step up and show just what being a compassionate city is all about. City Councilman Jim Hart and a very grateful resident share a story about what can be accomplished when people work together.
Today we've got a new lift that's been put in for one of our residents here who's been struggling with health issues. The Westland Fire Department, the Police Department, and our friends at the Wayne Ford Civic League spared no time to go ahead and put their resources together to deliver our ramp today. With us today is President of the Civic League, Vic Barra, who's really instrumental in the center point for all the things that we accomplished. Vic, kind of give us some details of what we did today.
Well, we rallied the troops, like you said. We got everybody involved. This was obviously a funding issue up front. A piece of equipment like this takes about $4,500 plus to get installed with all the electrical, the concrete work, and whatnot. Wayne Ford Civic League couldn't handle it all on its own, so I reached out to Chief Jeff Drusik from the Police Department and Michael Stradner from the Fire Department, and they immediately said, yes, we're on board. We want to be a part of this project. So they both ponied up $1,500 a piece toward the $4,500 expense of this. So we kind of cut it three ways among the three organizations. I reached out to Ramsey because I don't know a lot about cement. Ramsey called me up and said the pad will be poured by Friday and it's a donation. So God bless Great Lakes Concrete for stepping up to the plate and helping us out here. We really appreciate it. That means those monies will go to the next project that we're going to work on together, and we'll just keep moving forward.
Well, that's a fantastic story, Vic. It's always issues like that where the community comes together. You really get to see how much we really care about each other and take care of each other. And I have to ask you, what does this mean to you?
Oh, this means the world to me. The mobility my husband will have is just amazing. I am just so grateful. So grateful.
Well, we're grateful to be a part of it. We're very grateful for having a man like Vic Barra here in our community. We're very grateful for our police and firefighters, always coming out on their days off, on their time off, always putting the extra time. It really takes a community, and that's why Westland is the all-American city, and we're a compassionate city. Thank you all.
Another example of compassion was on display at Thanksgiving as the Westland Police Department took to the streets with turkeys, not tickets. Officers were pulling drivers over that had minor infractions, and instead of issuing a ticket, they gave motorists a warning and a free turkey. Sergeant Wilkie, along with officers Kozak and Donald, were on a turkey duty that day, and they had a great time.
Well, today we had a great time, all three of us giving away turkeys instead of tickets. We hope that you enjoyed coming along with us. This was an attempt to remind people that we're out there, that we're watching to make sure that you're safe, watching to make sure that you have a good time this holiday season, and give some warnings instead of penalties as a reminder that you need to be safe out there, and that you are safe out there with us watching over you. So we had a great time. Thank you very much for coming. If you were lucky enough to get a turkey, you can reach us at the station after it's cooked. Thank you very much. Have a great Thanksgiving.
Westland drivers weren't the only ones getting turkeys handed to them. Former State Representative Robert Kazinsky once again teamed up with the Wayne Ford Civic League and others to make sure that Westland veterans had a proper Thanksgiving dinner as a sign of gratitude for their service to our country. All current and former servicemen and women were eligible for a free turkey or ham with all the extras for a complete meal.
You know, 5 years ago, I understand you had a little extra money for some veterans, and you wanted to make sure that you took care of the veterans in your hometown. So
Sure.
why don't you kind of talk about how this all got started?
Sure. So, you know, one of the things is we're always looking to help our veterans. And, you know, we had a little extra money in one of our accounts, and I called up Vic and I talked to you about it. And you know what? It's just a great event. It really helps out families. It keeps them together. And this thing has grown so much. Look at all the great people behind this, all the council people and our clerk and everybody else. I mean, our county commissioner year. This thing has really gotten big, and I love it when a veteran comes in with their family and they're handed a whole meal, which was a great idea, Vic. Instead of just giving out turkeys, now it's a whole enchilada, if you want to say it.
It really picked up when we made it a full meal. And one of the responses I got from one of our veterans was that, wow, I can invite my family over to my home and have a meal in my house. And that was really meaningful to me. And since then, it's just blossomed with the cooperation of the mayor's office, taking the phone calls. Everybody's involved. And that's what makes these type of events really work.
Speaking of veterans, I was very proud to recently host a Veteran Summit here at City Hall. The idea was to gather leaders from all the veteran organizations in Wayne and Westland in one room. That way we could get a better understanding on who is doing what, and we can better pool our efforts to help and honor those that served. After that meeting, I announced that I would soon be creating a Veterans Committee to help coordinate our efforts so that we can do the most good. It was also recently announced that these steps have already led to the return of the Wayne Westland Memorial Day Parade, which will be taking place in Westland on May 26th. We have many great people in Westland that carry out the idea of showing compassion. And recently we honored two wonderful people who saw that there were residents who needed someone to step up and help in a situation. Instead of waiting for someone else to do it or ignoring the need, Gary Glass, an employee at the Jefferson Barnes Center, and Nina Jones, a customer service rep at the Westland Post Office, jumped into action and showed how we are a compassionate city. Here are their stories.
Just one of our customers came in. She's an elderly lady. I just recognized that she was very nervous about the package that she was sending out. And just as we have a rehearsed questions that we do ask our customers just to help them get their packages where they need to go. But in that conversation, I could tell that something was totally off. And I just asked her, you know, what was she trying to mail out? And I just recognized that it was a scam. And I spoke with her, and I just began to just make her aware of different scams that we see across the counter. And she listened, and she also allowed me to talk with her children and explain the situation. And I just asked her not to send this $4,000 check to these individuals that she did not know. And she went to the police station and reported it, and everything turned out well.
Just a couple of weeks ago, there was a power outage in the Norwayne community, and Gary took it upon himself to come down to the Jefferson Barnes Community Vitality Center and ended up spending the entire night keeping it open for residents who had nowhere to go during the power outage. It wasn't merely a power outage, but it was also a very, very, very cold evening that we had many times in the month of February. And Gary took it upon himself, didn't even reach out to me or Roger. He just took it upon himself, came down here, found food to give people, and made it a relaxing place for people to come and be safe during the power outage. So with that, Mike Reddy has something special that he'd like to share for Gary.
Thanks, Joanne. Thanks, Gary. We're going to present Gary with the Certificate of Appreciation from the City of Westland on behalf of the City Clerk's Office, the City Council President Jim Gabout, and on behalf of Mayor Wild. Gary, we'd like to present this certificate with you for all you did that night and staying overnight, and we appreciate all you did, and hopefully in the future we can count on you to do that again if we need be.
Absolutely.
We appreciate that. And if you'd like to say a few words, Gary, we'd appreciate it.
I'm not very talkative, but thank you very much. No, I just saw it really as part of my job, so that's all. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gary.
Westland is not only a compassionate city, but we're also a business-friendly city. One of our most traveled and popular areas is around the Westland Center shopping mall. With the changing retail world, this area is prime for future development opportunities. And that's why the City of Westland teamed up with some experts to host visioning sessions here at City Hall. Business owners and residents were all invited to give input on the plans for creating a city center district. These sessions gathered a lot of great ideas, much like the previous set of design charrettes did for the DDA district. After 2 days of brainstorming, a concept plan was revealed, and it looks incredible. There are great things happening in Westland and even greater ones coming. Westland is home to many great restaurants. In fact, there's so many that it's difficult to find time to try them all. Wouldn't it be great if you could sample dishes from a bunch of them in one place? Well, that is what the Chamber of Commerce Taste Fest is all about. This was the 20th year for the holiday tradition and brought about 450 people to the Hellenic Cultural Center to enjoy great food and raise money for charity. Brooke Ellen Swope is the president of the Westland Chamber of Commerce and was very pleased with the success of the event.
With me this evening is the CEO of the Chamber of Commerce, Brooke Ellen Swope. Brooke Ellen, looks like another great event this year.
Thank you so much. This is one of those events that I truly enjoy. It's a great way to connect with the community. And this year we are actually partnering with the Westland Rotary, so they helped us pull off this great event, so we're very appreciative for them. And of course we have our new presenting sponsor this year, which is Wayne County Community College. So they stepped up in a big way and we really appreciate that. So yeah, it's a great event. We're all looking forward to it. And as you can tell, like the room was full.
Overall, this event brings in so many different people that we don't see at a lot of other events.
I do appreciate that, and I love it because I see these people at least once a year, and I know that they are here in our community and they love to visit our restaurants and things like that. This year actually new, we have Anna's House and Aubrey's, so that's a new addition this year that we're really looking forward to. And as you said, we have a really good mixture of the people in our community, both businesses and residents, so we love it.
The Westland Chamber of Commerce exists to promote businesses within the community. A big part of that is making sure that the public is aware of what products and services are available to customers. One of the ways the Chamber accomplishes this is through the annual Health and Business Expo held at the Westland Center. This year there were dozens of businesses alongside healthcare personnel offering free screenings and advice. Hundreds of Saturday morning shoppers were able to meet local business owners and organizations through this free annual event. Having a thriving business community is key to the overall economic health of any city, and events like this go a long way to keep Westland moving in the right direction.
Hi there, thanks for joining us today. We're at our Westland Shopping Center and another great partnership that the Chamber has with the city and our shopping center here. It's our 2019 Health and Business Expo, and I just would like to introduce Dr. Amanda Affelblatt for Michigan Chiropractic Specialists.
Hello, it is such a pleasure to be here. This is my 15th year at the annual Health and Business Expo. We have the best chamber in the world, and we have the best business community and residents in the universe. I'd like to introduce Tony from Wayne County Community College, our presenting sponsor this year. Thank you so much, Tony. Thank you for being here.
You're welcome.
What an awesome day.
Absolutely, and we enjoy having all the businesses out here at the Westland Mall, and we look forward to seeing everybody here next year.
And a special thanks to Brooke Ellen and Mary from the Chamber for making this the greatest event, so thank you so much.
One of the suggestions that came out of our recent design charrettes with residents was having better signage. We worked with planners from OHM to come up with a classic yet modern look and feel that would direct residents and visitors to points of interest such as City Hall, the police station, the historic Norwayne District, the Shop and Dine District, and much more. This is another example how the City of Westland is working to make our city welcoming for businesses, residents, and visitors. Another way that our All-American City rolls out the welcome mat to prospective businesses is our Fast Track team. To help recruit new, relocating, or expanding businesses, we have a team that can streamline and simplify the process of getting their necessary permits and approvals. The Fast Track team is made up of members of the administration, City Council, Planning Commission, and the Zoning Board of Appeals. Two key members of this team are bright new additions with big plans. First is new Planning Director Mo Ayoub, who was formerly the Senior Planner for the City of Dearborn. Next is Aubrey Berman, who brings years of experience working with the city along with a master's degree in public administration to her new role as Economic Development Director. Aubrey and Mo will be working together to bring some exciting new businesses and big changes to Westland in the very near future. When it comes to business, Westland is a leader in the region for recruiting new businesses and getting existing ones to reinvest or relocate to our All-American City. As we go to break, let's take a look back at some of our recent ribbon cuttings around town.
Don't wait. Communicate. Make your emergency plan today.
One of my favorite times of the year is the holiday season. Maybe it's because there's so many great things going on and people just seem to be in a festive, happy, and giving mood. That feeling was certainly felt at the Senior Friendship Center. Director Barbara Markham always puts on a great party, and the seniors pack the house at both the Thanksgiving and Christmas parties. There was live music, dancing, games, and plenty of laughs and good times. If you haven't been to the Friendship Center, I encourage you to check it out and see all the programs and activities that they're offering to the 50 and over crowd. Christmas can be a very difficult time for many families. Our Westland Police and Fire Departments know this as well as anyone, and they're always looking for ways to help some of our less fortunate residents. And that's why, once again, they held the Shop with a Hero program at our local Meijer. Families in need are put in touch with the departments, and kids get to go shopping with a firefighter or police officer. It doesn't cost a family anything for the kids to pick out some things that they would like for Christmas, and Meijer even stepped up and donated groceries to the families for their holiday meal as well. Our police and fire personnel do these types of programs all year long. They don't do it for recognition or awards. They just want to support the residents of Westland in any way that they can. The Universal Learning Academy in Westland turned the tables on them this year, though. The students and staff of the school on Joy Road invited all of our first responders to a special thank you luncheon to show their appreciation. Police and fire officials were treated to a wonderful meal and a special skit in their honor. No holiday season in Westland is complete without the official Deck the City Hall night. That's the day where we all gather in front of City Hall, sing carols, and wait for Santa and Mrs. Claus to arrive. And once they come to the stage, we flip the switch to light up the official holiday tree in the City Hall grounds. Then everybody goes inside and enjoyed cookies and hot cocoa while writing letters to Santa. Each child was also able to go into the City Council chambers to visit with Santa and tell him the one thing that they really, really wanted for Christmas. And to keep the holiday fun going, we did it all again the next night at the Jefferson Barnes Vitality Center to make sure that all the kids in Westland got to enjoy an all-American City Christmas celebration. We closed out the holiday season with the biggest giveaway in Westland history. Thanks to our partnership with Westland Mall and Jay Towers from 100.3 WNIC, the City of Westland gave one lucky winner a $5,000 shopping spree just 2 weeks before Christmas. Thousands of people came to Westland Mall for their chance to win, and we were ready for them. Westland Center welcomed shoppers from all over Southeast Michigan, and the City of Westland was there in full force to put our best foot forward and show everyone that our shop and dine district really does have everything you want and everything you need. Congratulations to Kim and John, who walked away with $100 gift cards, and also to new Westland homeowner Stephanie, who won the second prize of a $1,000 gift card to the Westland JCPenney store. And our grand prize winner was Shelby, who then went on to spend $5,000 at the Westland Shopping Center. As mayor of Westland, I get invited to a lot of events and get asked to speak in front of many different groups. What I really enjoy, though, is when I get to speak to students about potential careers in local government. So when Professor Ron Robinson from Schoolcraft College called and asked me to stop by his class, I was glad to help. Standing in front of a room full of political science majors made me think about the future. And I was looking out at a group of young people who will be the leaders of tomorrow. Based on the questions that they were asking and the level of knowledge and passion that these students already possess, I can tell you that our future is in good hands. Just a few weeks prior to meeting the future of politics in Michigan, we honored a man who has been working hard for Westland for many years. Robert Kazinsky had just completed his third and final term as our state representative, and we gave him quite a send-off at the City Council meeting. Bob was given plaques from the Westland City Council and the Wayne County Commission, and I also presented him with the key to the city for his patriotic and meritorious service to the City of Westland while serving in the Michigan House of Representatives. We thank Bob for all the great things he accomplished for our city and we wish him the best in his next chapter. Bob wasn't the only one being recognized for his service to our community. Recently, Senior Resource Director Barbara Markham was the recipient of the 2019 Meritorious Service Award from the Senior Alliance. She was given the honor because of her forward thinking and being a fierce advocate for seniors. Her passion has led her to the Friendship Center being one of the most successful and best run senior centers in the state. Congratulations to Barbara on this much deserved award. March 21st was a pretty important and historic day for the Westland Public Library. It had been a lengthy process, but the first collective bargaining agreement with the Westland Library Union SEIU Local 517M was ratified. With an entirely new library board taking office in August of 2017, they hit the ground running by hiring a new director and beginning the process of union negotiations. We are pleased to say that thanks to all sides working together, an agreement was reached and the Westland Library will continue to be one of the jewels of our community. If you haven't been to the library in a while, you should definitely check it out. While you're there, you can meet Ishwar, the new library director. He's been very busy since arriving and has big plans for your library. We have a few more new additions to the City of Westland team as well. I've already mentioned about Mo Ayoub and Aubrey Berman taking on 2 of the director positions, but there's more. Joe Burton has taken on the duties of managing the Mike Madonna Ice Arena, the Westland Municipal Golf Course, and now has the title of Municipal Service Bureau Director. And finally, Kathy Socorro was hired to fill the vacant Administrative Secretary's position in the Mayor's office. It takes a very dedicated team to provide the service you expect and deserve as residents of Westland, and these folks are ready for the job. There have also been quite a few appointments to boards and commissions in our All-American city. As we take another break, let's see some of the people who have signed on to serve their community.
Hey Gabby, how you doing? How's the play date and sleepover?
Dad, it was great.
Awesome. Okay, I'm on my way. Hey guys, what are you doing?
We're going swimming. We're going biking. Yeah!
I'll see you in a little bit, guys. I love you.
Hi babe, how was school today?
Hi Dad, it was great.
Okay honey, I'll be home soon. Remember, you're never too far away from your kids to be a dad. Reach out and take a second to check in, because sometimes the smallest moments can have the biggest impact on a child's life.
One more new addition I failed to mention. We have a new Parks and Recreation Director here in the City of Westland. Kyle Mulligan was recently hired on to move our recreation programs forward. He has a lot of passion and experience when it comes to youth recreation and programming, which will be great for the kids in our All-American city. And thanks to some recently approved funding from the Michigan Economic Development Corporation, Kyle has some projects ready to get started. He'll be overseeing the new bleacher project at Kazinsky Park, along with the new gazebo and playground equipment going in at Stottlemyre Park. And that is just the tip of the iceberg when it comes to recreation. Our new director has plenty of great ideas, so stay tuned to see what's coming. Recreation opportunities are one of the keys to living a healthy lifestyle. Another is education. And that's why we partnered up with Garden City Hospital in the Passport to Good Health program. This fun interactive program gives residents a series of challenges each month. By completing the challenge and making small adjustments in your daily life, you'll find yourself living a healthier lifestyle. There are also prizes available each month for completing the challenge. You can get all the information and your passport by going to thecityofwestland.com. We have a group of young ones who are definitely living healthy lifestyles. So much so that they've gotten themselves in the kind of condition that it takes to win championships. I'm talking about the Westland Comets and the Westland Meteors youth football teams. The Comets JV team had an incredible season, finishing with an undefeated season. And special congratulations to the Meteors varsity team on becoming the 2018 Midwest national football champs, and also the 2018 World Youth Champions. They won the title by defeating the Spring Valley Hornets 20-0 in the championship game played at the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, Ohio. For all that to happen, it took a lot of dedication from the players, but also support from parents, coaches, and the entire community. Switching gears from football to hockey now, 2019 brought the 10th annual Hockey Night in Westland to the Mike Modano Ice Arena. This event sells out every year and raises thousands of dollars to benefit the arena and its programs. Once again, I assembled a team to take on the Detroit Red Wings alumni, and once again, they came out on top. Considering they had legendary players like Darren McCarty, John Ogrodnik, Mickey Redmond, and even Red Berenson, it's no surprise. But the Wild Wings put up a great effort with guys like Joe Burton, Jake Spizak, the grandson of former Deputy Mayor Andy Spizak, and even my son Luke got on the score sheet. It was a great event with lots of fun for the whole family. If you weren't able to come, you can still catch the game by visiting the WLND page on YouTube. As we take our final break, check out some of the highlights from the event.
For Wild and Burton, I'm going to save our statistician the trouble. I can tell you right now that's going to be a goal from Burton. And give an assist to Wild and Wild. That was a pretty connection on that 3-on-1 to make this a 3-2 game.
Listen to me. I am captain of the track team. And if I'm late,
She doesn't really think she's going to get out of here, does she?
be nice. She's new. Hello, is anyone there? Ugh!
Wow. Even from our standards, you look awful.
Oh, sweetie, what happened? Me? My friend Becky got to talk to this super cute boy, and I tried to act like I wasn't jealous, but I so totally was. And then out of nowhere, this concrete barrier just popped up. Maybe it was a semi. You mean you were driving? Yeah. I mean, I know the whole eyes on the road thing, but this was a super important text. Maybe you have to know, Becky.
Texting? Great.
But it was only like 5 seconds, and I'm a really, really fast texter, so it wasn't even a big deal. Actually, has she texted me back yet? Wow, I get like no bars in this place. I wonder if they have Wi-Fi here.
Hockey Night in Westland is just one of the many annual events we hold in Westland. Things like that really bring a community together. And that's the goal of all of our events. And we set the tone each year with our first big event, the annual Martin Luther King Jr. Day ceremony. This program celebrates the lessons, life, and legacy of Dr. King. WDIV meteorologist and reporter Andrew Humphrey was a keynote speaker this year and brought an inspiring message to the hundreds of people in attendance. He also spoke directly to the students in the audience and offered his advice and encouragement.
That's how we're all one. That is exactly how we are all equal. That is exactly how all of us can contribute to Dr. King's dream of equality for all, freedom for all, so we can spread more love, goodness, and passion, not only in the great city of Westland, Michigan, the great city of Detroit, Michigan, the great region of Southeast Michigan, the great state of Michigan itself, the United States of America, but the entire world. That is what Dr. King represents today. That is what I represent here on the stage. That is what the gentlemen who happen to be here on the stage represent. And most importantly, you in the audience, collectively, That is what all of us represent on this MLK holiday, not just for one day, not just for 1 month, but throughout the entire year and for the rest of our lives, to spread goodness, love, and passion, to pursue all of our dreams, whatever they happen to be, to make the world a better place. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for inviting me, and have a wonderful day.
Another event that kids look forward to every year is the Norwayne Winter Jamboree. It's held at the Jefferson Barnes Center, and kids of all ages came out on a Saturday morning to burn off some energy playing games and having fun. Officers Donald and Kozak from the Westland Police Department were there playing dodgeball in the gym, while others were reading stories and giving away free books to children in the library. There were plenty of snacks and even a paper airplane competition. This is just another example of some of the great things happening at the Jefferson Barnes that are going on all year long for all the residents of Westland. When we were first putting the plans together for the new City Hall, everyone involved agreed that the building should be a place where people can gather, even if they didn't have business to do with the city. A place for school groups to take tours, families to hold parties or showers, and be a place for groups to hold meetings. To make it a unique experience, we reached out to the Three Cities Arts Club to help us create a place to showcase local artists. And that is how the gallery at City Hall came to be. Each month there's a new display of all kinds of artwork on the walls, everything from watercolors, pastels, pencil sketches, photography, and mixed media. The gallery is open during regular business hours, and it is free to view the artwork. The gallery makes a wonderful setting for small-scale events as well. And each year my wife Sherry holds the annual First Ladies Tea there. The gallery was full of women who came out to enjoy tea, sandwiches, games, and wonderful conversation. Each year this event raises money for a different local charity. The Senior Alliance's Holiday Meals Program was the beneficiary for 2019. That brings us right back to where we started our program, showing how we are a compassionate city. I want to thank you for joining me on this look back through the last few months. If something I mentioned struck a chord with you or you want to get involved with similar projects, give my office a call at 734-467-3200. Also, be sure to visit thecityofwestland.com to stay informed about all the great things happening in our All-American city. And what could be more All-American than Little League Baseball? As we end today's program, let's take a look back at the recent opening day celebration for the Westland Youth Athletic Association as part of Major League Baseball's National Play Ball program. Thanks for watching.
Thank you again. Now I would like to introduce our Mayor, Wiles. Please, if you could come over here and say a couple things to our wonderful patriots of Westland.
Well, thank you. Thank you, Paws, for being here to join us today, and thank you all for being here. WYA, we're looking forward to an exciting year of baseball here in the All-American City, and when I look out at all these athletes, I think we're going to have a great year, Paws. What do you think? That means yes, right? All right. So to the parents, thank you once again for putting your kids in the WYA. They're a great organization. We're super proud of them, and we hope you enjoy the new facilities that we have for you to play baseball on this year at Jefferson Barnes, at the Kazinsky Park, at Voss Park, and over at JC Park by the Madonna Arena. So we have beautiful fields. We want to thank Vic Berra and everybody here at the Wayne Fort Civic League for letting us borrow their operations here today, their facilities for today's event, and our Westland DPW crew for whipping the fields into shape and getting the grass cut, and of course our police and fire department for being here as well. So with that said, everybody have a great day. Let's play ball.